The past is calling. I'm Joe Downs for the Thunderbolts Report. 10 years ago, Swander Arena was the birthplace of Evansville professional hockey as the team that called this place home brought home the title in the AAHL. Now, 10 years later, the current professional team in Evansville, the Thunderbolts, are bringing that team back together to celebrate the anniversary of that AAHL championship team. We had a chance to speak with one of the players on that team as our own Steve Rickard gets a chance to talk about what they have planned for that big night coming on April 4th. What are your memories of that team, that 10th anniversary team that won the AAHL Cup?
A lot of hard work, dedication, blood spilt. It was phenomenal.
You're maybe the only person who's been on the ground floor from the beginning with Evansville pro hockey. What do you remember about that night?
I remember those first 2 years, guys playing for next to nothing, staff working for next to nothing, but we all had a wonderful time putting together the first bricks of what we have now in Evansville. By the time we won the Cup, we had a rabid fan base. We had folks who drove from all over the tri-state to come watch hockey, and that was unheard of in this area. That was thanks to all of us getting together, including the players. When everything was put together those first couple of years, it ended with that championship and made for a wonderful celebration.
I worked my entire life. We worked our entire life to get to that point, and it finally paid off with all the hard work. I'll never forget. It was such a great group of guys to get along with. Chemistry was awesome. We probably had the best coach in the league as well.
It was great up until the last half second. I don't know if a lot of people remember the last half second because everybody started celebrating, but there was still a half second left on the clock because the referee blew the whistle, the guy hit and there was a half second left. So I couldn't announce that we were champions until everybody got together and decided we're going to blow the last half second off despite West Michigan's protest, and then we can finally start celebrating. So it was little hesitant to celebrate because we still have a half second left on the clock.
Evansville must have made quite an impression on you because you stayed here all those years.
Yeah, I built a family here, still working here. It's a great place to bring up a family, and I'm proud to call it my home now.
Steve, you're the author of this big night that we're planning on April 4th. What was sort of the genesis of it?
Well, we had been talking about different ways of bringing the past back to the present. And we had started mentioning ideas about having a Legends Night where we bring back some sports figures from the Evansville area. And then we knew that the 10-year anniversary of the winning of the Cup here in Swander was coming up. So we put math together, we did some figures, I started making some contacts. In April, we're going to bring back the team to merge the two systems together and try to bring back the nostalgia of what we had to the present.
It was ecstatic to get all the guys back here. Looking forward to get them all back together, reach out to our old fans, let them know that we still appreciate their commitment for us that year.
What do you think of the Thunderbolts' idea of bringing what you guys did and the past in with the current team, the Thunderbolts?
I feel they're doing it right. We just need to get everybody back out to support their local team. It's very important to the little guys here in town. They look up to them. Everybody needs to realize that. If you don't support a team, they're not going to last very long. And I know there's a lot of people in this town that love hockey. If you don't come out and support them, there won't be a professional team to come watch and play. So it's awesome that they continue to keep a team here in town.
Have any of the details been kind of ironed out on this?
We know we're going to have a celebration where we bring the team back on Ford Center ice on April the 4th. Probably during our first intermission, we'll have a highlights package up on the Jumbotron. I've been talking to several of the players, our coach Jack Collins. I've even reached out to the commissioner of the AAHL at the time, Rod Davidson. And it seems like everybody is really ready to do this and get together for a reunion that's well deserved.
What do you think the emotions for you are going to be on that night?
It's just going to be smiles from ear to ear. Just super excited to see all the guys and the fans come back out again to reunite.
So Fan Appreciation Weekend on April 4th is setting up to be an even bigger event, as the team that currently represents Evansville in the professional hockey ranks pays homage to those pioneers of the professional game that took home the cup. For the Bolts Report, I'm Joe Downs.